How do? Welcome back. Yeah, it's a Saturday, so you know what that means. It means that Trouble's with me. Not that she ever concentrates or does anything to contribute to the video, really. It is pretty much true. So, Gloucester. Cheltenham last week was really, really good, and we were talking to a lot of people about whether Gloucester was worth the visit that we've got planned, and everyone was sort of a big thumbs up for Gloucester and said, yeah, Gloucester is definitely worth going for an explore. So I got down here, it's about 1:45 on a very cold, frosty day, as per usual. Start of January still, so, and the water is iced over. So we've come to start, we can check into our hotel, which is a pub in the city centre. We can check into that in about 2 hours. So we thought we would come down to the docks to begin our day. So down here at the docks, very picturesque, very nice, as you can see, yeah. Well and truly frozen over. But they have warehouse spaces and things like that, and judging by the map, quite a lot of pubs and bars and restaurants and things are down here. So let's crack on. Holly spotted the first one. It's called Dr. Foster. That's a line from the actual show, isn't it? Dr. Foster. Dr. Foster went to Gloucester. As a kid says it to her as she's coming out of her surgery. So yes, Dr. Foster. Just here then will be our first port of call for Gloucester. Very much looking forward to seeing what we can unearth for you around here. Lovely place to start. Obviously, I should imagine it leans towards being a food place rather than a drinker's pub. But it's very nice in here. Good lineup of stuff on the taps as well, including one I've never had before. There's a Pils called Keller Pils. It's actually really nice, they're at it. But yeah, Nightjar is a good stout. 1985, it's all Wye Valley stuff. Fandango is a good beer as well, and they've got Buddy Batch on the handful. Yeah, good, nice looking little place. Lovely way to start the day. I forgot to show the other set of pumps as well. One from Arbor and Daya Steady Rolling Man on there as well. So you can imagine, yeah, I'm a very happy boy. Food looks absolutely incredible. Place is not that old apparently, only been here about 6 months, but it's well worth coming to check out. Foster is a lovely little place. Super little place to have started with. This docks is very, very nice. When it's not quite so freezing, I bet this is absolutely lovely to have a wander round and look at everything, because everything's pretty beautiful. They're all our warehouse buildings, and they are grand and just look good, don't they? Another few warehouses, little church type thing. But our second stop then is a sports bar called Blue Bamboo. They did comment on our Facebook when we said we were coming to Gloucester and said come and see us. And you know, if that happens, we'll always go and do it. So Blue Bamboo will be stop 2. It's a very sweet little sports bar. There's plenty of screens around, some memorabilia on the walls. Not ales, but it's a sports bar. It's a good little tap lineup. It's a nice little place. Really good little tapas menu on. 3 for £10, £4 each. It's pretty good value on the tapas stuff. Loads on there that I would be thinking myself even take. It's a small little tapas, small little sports bar that feels a little bit more smart, swanky and upmarket than sports bars you're normally going. I like it. Good little place. Okay, next one up. It's a Spoons. I think there's a Spoons in the city centre part as well, but you know I like a good Wetherspoons carpet photo and things. And plus, I actually really like the name of this. We've definitely never done a pub with this title, so let's tick it off. It's called the Lord High Constable of England. So yeah, down here on the docks still, and Wetherspoons will be our third stop of Gloucester docks. Lord High Constable of England it is. Yeah, it's quite a nice looking spoons, this, to be honest. And this is something I never thought I would hear myself ever say, but it's one of my favourite Wetherspoons carpets that I've ever seen. I actually really like that. I'd have that in my house, and that's a really good carpet. But yeah, big spacious place. This fire is kicking some heat out, so parked Holly on the other side of that, where you can still feel the heat and stuff. But yeah, that's kicking some heat out. But as you can see, it's a nice looking spoon. Some good ales on. Nice to see some guests. I have actually gone for this one, this Flax New Forest classic IPA. So that's one for me untapped that I've never had before. Yeah, got the football on, Liverpool game as well and stuff. Decent spoons. Right, you know, when we come places, I will always seek out the local breweries, because I love finding just little hidden gem breweries in places that you don't necessarily see their beers all over. They're probably just local around the pubs and stuff around. So if we can find the breweries in the local places, we always go. And down here at the docks is Gloucester Brewery. So Gloucester, I'm not going to try and work out what year it was established. I'm going to say 2021. My Roman numerals estimations aren't the best. MMXI, yeah, 2021. So in here, Gloucester Brewery. Let's go and see what they've got to offer. He's also just spotted Gloucestershire's only self-serve bar, which is an interesting little bit to it as well. Interesting. Before I've gone, I've just worked out that MMXI is actually 2011, not 2021. It'd be XXI for 2021. XI is 11. I used to watch WrestleMania, I know this. I just momentarily lapsed. I absolutely love it. They've got a really good lineup of their beers and stuff on. I've gone with their own New England IPA, and I'm very, very impressed. But yeah, as you can see, like, it is a proper little brew house, brewery type place. Absolutely fantastic. Great, it's dog friendly. The doggy is absolutely lovely as well. Yeah, an absolutely superb little place. Well worth coming to check out. That's their New England IPA. Very happy with it. Also got obviously their own takeaway section with their cans and stuff in. But that the New England IPA that I had was absolutely brilliant. So it was that. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. I'm very, very impressed. So well worth coming to check these guys out for sure. 100%. Great little place. I'm so mega impressed with Gloucester Brewery. I thought that was absolutely belting. But I'm starting to become a really, really, really big fan of brew house and kitchen as a chain, because everyone I've been in, they've all got their own brews, their own different stuff on. And the one we went to last week in Cheltenham was absolutely banging. So while we're down here, brew house, right on the docks, might as well do it, might we? So brew house and kitchen. So I absolutely love a brew house. I love the fact that the recipes are all different. Let's get in and see what this one's like. Yeah. It's another one. I'm a big fan already. I think it's absolutely wicked. Yeah, we met a brewer, Chris, and I'm right. All the recipes that they have. So if you've had a brew house beer before and you think I've had their tropical IPA for brew house, you actually haven't, because all the brews are slightly different. So got Chris right. Chris is the brewer here, but we're in the hallowed zone. The hallowed zone. Go on, explain to me.
What is it you'd like me to explain?
Everything. Explain. Tell people what they are. Pretend people know nothing.
I didn't realise you were expecting a full.
No, go on. No, just tell what you've got, mate. You make all these brews, and I've had two of your beers, and I thought they were absolutely brilliant.
So left to right, we've got our hot cider brew. We've got our hot liquor tank.
Yep.
We've got our mash tun where we mix our grains and our malts.
Yep.
We've got our boil kettle where we boil our wort and we add our hops.
Lovely.
And behind we've got our 4 fermenters where we obviously ferment our beer.
Wow.
And it conditions nicely, and then it goes into cask or goes in a keg.
Wow.
And it goes to the bar, and then it is served to you.
And it's and everything that you said, everything on that bar, you make here. All the brew house personal ones, you make here.
Yep.
Wow, brilliant, mate. Thank you very much. So, let's cut the check into our hotel. It's called the New Inn, and we'd heard a few stories before we got here. I'll take you outside and show you the rest of it. We're staying at the New Inn, but it's a YouTube video that you can find. It's going to tell you all about it. I'm well looking forward to staying here. So yeah,
What's really interesting about the New Inn is the amount of paranormal activity that's happening.
Oh yeah, one of the ghosts knocked a pint off. We were like, yeah, okay, whatever. And it was probably about a week later, I went, oh, stop going on about it. I checked the CCTV, and to say it put goosebumps all down my back. It was just to see it looked like it got flung off the table.
Yep. This is why I stay at Premier Inns. I mean, that video's enough to freak you out, isn't it? But to give you an indication of where we're staying and what it is, so we're right in the city centre now. We're going to go take to the cathedral in a minute. We're obviously going to have a beer here first at the pub / hotel. So, I mean, it is. You can see it's seriously old. Seriously old. So, that's just from the aesthetics of the outside of it, the external view. But let's take you for a wander in here and show you some of the rest. Let's go for a wander, shall we? Let's have a walk. So, the New Inn in Gloucester. There is a ensuite accommodation. That's certainly true. Yeah, real ale bar apparently. I haven't seen that yet. We'll find that in a minute, hopefully. Right, and we go. Where is this history board? Here we are. The brief history. A brief history. So, let's read this to you. The New Inn was originally built as a pilgrim's inn to house visitors of the Shire to King Edward II in St Peter's Abbey. Rebuilt in 1455. Yeah, 1455. hugely popular throughout the Middle Ages. Middle Ages would have. Oh well, yeah. Right. So we're going to tell you some ghost stories when we get in, but let's just show you. So this is the courtyard of the new inn. Apparently, William Shakespeare gave a number of performances in this very courtyard. So, yeah, William Shakespeare gave a number of performances in this very courtyard. So, I don't know if we will find a real ale bar part in it as such, but yeah, honestly, if you like old historical things, you like haunted stuff, you like ghost stories, or something that's a little bit out of there. I mean, this is way better than staying in the Premier Inn, isn't it? Then yeah, come and see at the new inn. We're going to go because the receptionist, she's absolutely lovely, the lass that checked us in. And she had some real info and some real stories to tell on some of what it was. Right, as we always say, like, I can tell you a yarn all day, because my philosophy is always, isn't it, never let the truth get in the way of a story. However, I don't know everything. I don't know where we are. Whereas Alice, oh, she knows everything there is to know about it. So you want a ghost story? Pull up a chair, you're in for a treat. Hi Alice, right, tell us all about the new inn.
So, the new inn, this was originally built in the 1200s. That was when it was first initially built. The entire building was called the Old Tap and Barrel.
Yep.
And then in the 1400s, there was a complete refurbishment, which is where the name The New Inn came from. When the refurbishment happened in the 1400s, it changed from the Old Tap and Barrel to the New Inn, and that's when this pub itself turned into the Old Tap and Barrel. Queen Lady Jane Grey, so she is probably the most famous person who has ever stayed here in the whole history of the time this pub has been created. She was England's shortest reigning queen for only 9 days, and she was actually staying here when she was proclaimed queen on our gallery directly outside.
Wow.
She stayed here for 5 days of her 9-day reign in her lovely Lady Jane Grey suite that we have named after her. And on day 5, she was carted off to the Tower of London, where she was kept imprisoned and then killed very shortly after, sadly. She is one of our heaviest spirits that are documented in this area. You will find lights will flicker constantly if you talk about her. We've had electricians out, we've had professionals out, they can't find any electrical faults anywhere in the system.
Brilliant.
She likes to throw sugar, like sugar sachets, spoons, ketchup bottles at your head, and normally in the morning there's only one member of staff on, so it poses the question of who's doing it. Is it genuinely a spirit? Is it something else? It's all speculation. I was never into the historical aspect and the spirit aspect until I worked here, and I very, very quickly changed my mind.
Wow. We've seen the video. We've seen the glass. I've literally, it's already on it. It's already on it. We've seen the glass video.
And it poses that question of, is it condensation from the glass making it slide?
No. We've seen that video.
Thrown?
No, it is not.
And it looks like
right.
It's been
so
thrown.
Men that stay in her room are not welcome.
No, they're not. So I imagine it's something to do with the fact that Henry VIII is the one that beheaded her. I imagine it's something to do with that. You know how women can hold their grudges when they want to.
Yeah, women can hold it. Yeah, No, I know. Yeah. I didn't mention. Yeah.
So what we tend to find is that if men stay in the Lady Jane Grey suite, they will report, the room being destroyed. They'll report the bed shaking, someone standing at the foot of the bed. They'll turn the lights on, everything's pristine. But if ladies stay there, they have no issues overnight. They have a perfect night's sleep. It's almost like bliss for them.
Amazing.
It's almost like the Twilight Zone is what I like to call it.
Amazing.
I'm going to tell you a little bit about the monk now.
Go on.
We don't know 100% about it. We're currently waiting for historians to get back to us. But we had a monk who resided in the tunnels. So all the tunnels have now been boarded up, but underneath all of this was tunnels that linked up to Gloucester Cathedral and the ruins by St Oswald's. And it was kind of like an easy way to traverse without, the peasants and the commoners seeing you. It was that kind of deal. So the monk allegedly sold secrets to the Spaniards about the English Commonwealth, and as a punishment, he was actually buried alive in the walls in our old Treetops bar,
wow.
which is like a wine bar. It's currently under refurbishment.
I'll have a wander around and see the outside in a minute. Yeah,
you have to, honestly, because the windows are stunning in there.
Wow.
It was only in 2018 when we actually found his body. So in 2018, I don't know if you guys know this.
Hold on a minute. They only found his body in 2018. That's what she said.
It was quite recent actually. So I don't know if you know this, but in 2018 there was a fire that spread on the second floor, and it wiped out essentially the entire second floor of the building. It was caused, if I remember rightly, from someone smoking in a room. So,
Wow.
so something as little as that can make the whole place just go up in smoke. And when they did the refurbishment of the second floor, they thought now's a good time to do a refurbishment on the treetops bar. We may as well. They broke down a wall and they had a skull in their face. And of course, as you do, you get the crime scene investigators out, you get the coroners out, all this, that, the other. And it was the historians that figured out, actually, no, this skeleton is over 1,000 years old now.
Wow.
This is not a recent thing at all.
Wow.
So we're currently waiting for like the paperwork to solidify everything, and we're hoping to get that broadcasted everywhere.
Wow. That is incredible.
Oh my god, there's so much I can tell you. We have
That
a
is-
burn room as well.
That is incredible. That is incredible.
A burn room, yes.
Wow.
So the burn room is where the lady in grey used to reside. So a little bit about the lady in grey. She was classed as a nanny to two children back in the 1400s. It was a little girl and a little boy. If I remember rightly, the boy was 5 and the girl was 7. So there wasn't much of an age gap between them. There was a fire that had happened, and it was only in their room that was affected. Nowhere else in the building was affected. But sadly, the two children passed in this fire, and the nanny was so distraught that she took her own life shortly after. Now, she is one of our heavenly spirits. Again, she's one of the ones that we constantly get reports about. Normally, people will be looking up at the gallery and they just see someone there, and you know it's not a normal person because of the Victorian kind of clothing she's wearing. She is harmless, but she wanders the place looking for the kids. So there's a little bit about that. The burn room is stunning. I've actually got some pictures. I'll try and get some, and I'll get them over to you both.
Wow.
But the burn room is just something completely different. You walk in and you just get this heavy feeling on your chest, and you don't want to be in there. You really don't. So yeah, that's a little bit about the nanny.
Honestly, that is incredible. Honestly, that's something. Honestly, come and I'm going to take you for a wander around the rest of it and show you. But yeah, you've got to come and stay here, because that is it's pretty incredible. It certainly beats staying in a Premier Inn, doesn't it?
Oh, definitely.
I said about that burn room a minute ago, right? So find the pictures. Yeah, she found the pictures. Oh yeah, she found the pictures. Right, so this is the lady in grey, and these are the children. So these were pinned up on the wall of that burn room when they took over. So they only took over in June, the people that run it now. So yeah, these are the children that this lady here is trying to find. She's walking away. You can hear crying through the walls and all sorts. But honestly, it's quite surreal being in a place like this. So in here, let's just show you the rest of the whole point of the video is pubs. Yeah, Hoe Garden. That's apparently that's back. Is the thing. I'd never untapped that, so I've just had a Hoe Garden. But this is the little bar button that we're in. Let's say you want a little wonder of the rest of it. But yeah, Alice's knowledge, her passion and knowledge for what she's talking about is great to see. To be honest, great to hear. I'm not going to go out that dog because it's like a fire exit. It's one that you round back into the court and take you round to this this treetops bar, as it's called. So it was Tempest. Apparently, that William Shakespeare, the very first time he ever performed Tempest was in this courtyard many moons ago. But this is what Alex was referring to as the treetops bar out the back here. And yeah, the windows are pretty beautiful. So we can actually see this from our room. So yeah, treetops bar there. They're gonna get all these. So these people have only been here since June. So 6 months ago they came in. Let them find their feet and get it back to whatever they want to get it to. But yeah, it's honestly, this is a very spectacular and very surreal place to be staying or just in general. So do come and see it. Amount of history to hear, but I figured before it got dark and we got on with the rest of it, we've got to show you Gloucester Cathedral and the little walk up to it, because this is again, this is something spectacular and just well worth seeing. Gloucester is really impressing us so far. We're really the people are lovely. The city itself is glorious from what we've seen, and yeah, that is Gloucester Cathedral, and that's pretty impressive, isn't it? Apparently some Harry Potter was filmed in Gloucester. I'm actually surprised Holly didn't know that, being a Harry Potter geek that she is.
Different places it was filmed. A lot of it was filmed at Durham Cathedral.
Oh, alright, geek. She's such a nerd. She's such a nerd. I don't really know why I married this bitch. We've got nothing in common. She doesn't drink beer. She's an absolute nerd.
It's because I look like this.
Oh, it's because you look like that, yeah, but you know. Yeah, that is, there you go, and that is Gloucester Cathedral for you.
So beautiful.
So, it is absolutely beautiful. But, anyway, we've not got time for this. We've got pubs to go to. That's enough history and culture for one video. So, pubs, yeah, because I'm in danger.
Take it down a peg.
I'm in grave danger of sobering up. I mean, that's never going to happen, is it? So, right, so we're going to do, but again, I mean, I say we're done on history because the new inn from 1450, we've come to one a bit newer, 1680. And even though it's established in 1680, it's now a craft union house, but it's the Sword Inn. It's going to be our next stop on the tour today. And yeah, anything that's made in 1680 is all right by me. Sword Inn up next. Established 1680. I know the new inn comes from 1450 apparently, but they do claim in here to be Gloucester's oldest pub. It says it up here. It's the oldest public house, established 1680. The young lady that runs the place is absolutely lovely. What's all the sports? I've like a normal craft union in it, so no ales on. But it's a craft union. So we've gone with the wickets, as you can see, 3 weeks for £6. It's a beautiful old gaff. Really is, and apparently this is well haunted as well as a child running around in here quite often. Not a real child, a ghost child. So, you know, good pub. A couple of doors down from the Sword is one that was heavily shouted out to us, including from Josh from Shropshire Swillers, who seriously knows his stuff. What a nice lad as well. Met me in Market Drayton, so you've probably seen him in that video. Said one of his favourite places to deliver, he works for Salopian Brewery, great brewery, delivers beer. And one of his favourite places to deliver to is the Fountain Inn. A 16th century coaching inn. So despite the fact that the Sword claims to be Gloucester's oldest pub, saying it was established in 1680, that's the 17th century. And again, this one says it's the 16th century inn. So that would again say to me this is older than the Sword, but let's have a wander down.
Supposedly dates back to 1216. It being an alehouse to 1455.
1455 was an alehouse apparently. So again, I don't know where they come up with some of these years from. But Fountain Inn is next up then, down this courtyard, and it looks pretty beautiful from the outside already, doesn't it? So let's get inside. Well, looking forward to doing this. So if Josh says a pub is good, I trust Josh implicitly when it comes to knowing what a pub is and isn't. So I'm looking forward to doing the Fountain Inn. Up next. It's beautiful.
1216, but alehouse in 14.
So from 1216, but yeah, alehouse from 14 something. But yeah, it's again pretty beautiful here in here. Good little ale lineup as well, stuff that you don't see. It's one from Dartmoor Brewery that we had when I was down in Devon not long ago, and it's some others. Yeah, the beer lineup's good. Ever wanted to know how to kidnap me? It's a sign like that. That will literally make me now head down this alleyway, which is where we're going to find. I can see it flashing already, look, yeah. The Drunken Duck. Now, funny story. Back in the Algarve, many of you ever been to the Algarve might have heard of a town called Cortera. There used to be a wonderful little English bar in Cortera called the Drunken Duck that I absolutely loved. When I was a kid, my mum and dad took me over to the Algarve quite a lot. There's fish fingers and chips in a basket for a kid, and literally I thought it was the greatest thing ever. So I've not been in a pub called the Drunken Duck on this pub crawl, so I'm well looking forward to this. So it's stopped 9 of the day so far, and it is the Drunken Duck. I already knew I was going to like it in here, but yeah, some interesting beer names from some great breweries. It's just this is a wicked little micro pub. You know I love a micro pub. There's every reason in the world to absolutely love this one. And with half of this in pie we crust, what a great name, but Electric Bear, look at this. Irrelevant, that's the name of a beer. What a great name for a beer. And what a wonderful little microphone, really friendly, really appealing, really well. So yeah, there you go, I've got 2, in case anybody ever says that I just untap things that I haven't actually had. I have got them. But yeah, great little place this. Absolutely great little place. What does it say on here? Grumpy old, I can't say the B word on my YouTube, because they literally will, they'll probably cancel me monetization for that. But yeah, I agree with you, I get that. Yeah, lovely, what a great little micro pub this is. Absolutely loved the Drunken Duck, that was amazing. Right. So this one in front of me, the Old Crown, is sadly all boarded up. Yeah, guess which company owned that? Yeah, you're right, Samuel Smith's. Yeah, I know. So we can't do that. The Dick Whittington is down here, and apparently it should be open, but they've had an electrical fire. So we can't get into the Dick Whittington, sadly. So we are heading this way towards the Pelican. So we'll see you at the Pelican. And after a cold 2-minute walk, we reach corner of St Mary's Street for the Pelican. So yeah, this has been heavily shouted out to us as one definitely not to miss in Gloucester city centre. So before we freeze to death, we're going to get inside the Pelican. Yeah, I 100% get why everybody said don't miss this, because it's a gorgeous little, hidden away, gorgeous little back street pub. But 3, 6, 10 ale lines. Loads of a white Valley, obviously, but yeah, I've gone with this brass cask Snow Eater that I've never had before. I love a Brew York beer, as you know. I've had most of them. I don't think I've had that Wanderlust, but I've had most of the others. I would have had all of the others, I believe. But as you can see, we are camped. Holly's not moving. She don't want to sit down. She just wants to stand by the fire. And I can't blame her because it is hypothermic out there. But yeah, I have a spy through there. Look, I think some of the cans out there. There's some wonderful cans on offer out on the sides. But yeah, a wicked looking, fantastic looking little pub. Yeah, some more of the can offering up there. So I can see some Vault Cities. I can see yonder. All the big boys are represented up there, and it is just a pretty nice looking old school little pub that we knew full well we were probably going to like anyway. But yeah, great looking little gaff. Gotta like it. Gotta love a place that looks like that. I'll go back to the fire. Yeah, I know I said we were quite impressed by walking around Cheltenham, weren't we? I know Cheltenham and Gloucester don't necessarily get on with each other, I don't think. Like, it's a bit of rivalry like Nottingham and Derby, but again, this is quite an impressive place to walk around. So this is this is just a random wall in the city centre. Yeah. I don't know if you've ever been to Nottingham or you've ever been to Bridgeford Chippy, but trust me, the chip shops in Nottingham, they don't look like that, no. The chip shops in Nottingham city centre do not look remotely like that. So, top 10 best fish and chip shop restaurants in the UK 2020. So, yeah, the chip shops in Nottingham don't look like that, trust me. But, anyway, as I said, we've got pubs to go to. So, and it is so hypothermically cold, they might walk in between. So, this one just here in front of us is called the Abbey. And it is a stone gate. That's the door, I think. I think you can go in there. I was going, all right, we'll go this way. We'll do what you do. We'll go this way. I mean, it's a door open. Yeah, you could have got in warmer, but you know, she doesn't listen to me, so I was wondering on. So the Abbey is stop 10, I think, maybe 10, maybe 11 of the day. But yeah, it's a big stone gate pub, but it looks warm, so we're going in. It looks very much like a stone gate pub. Exactly what I was expecting the Stonegate pub to look like. It's got a decent keg lineup of stuff, haven't it? They've always got a little bit of crafty style stuff. I think they're not actually craft beers a lot of the time. They've got a little bit of craft style stuff amongst the taps. And yeah, it is a Stonegate pub. Plenty of screens. So I know I massively shouted out that we had to get to tonight was called the Imperial Inn. So where the Abbey is just there. It is literally that far to get to the Imperial Inn. Yeah, the tile work on the outside of this is pretty impressive. Shouted out over and over again for us to get to the Imperial Inn. But yeah, look at some of the tiles and stuff on the outside. Looks pretty impressive. So Imperial Inn is next up. One place around apparently that does bass. Don't see bass around the area very often. The one place in the town that does bass. But the most impressive part about it is what's going on here. That is something I did not expect to see when we walked in, but I'm pretty sure that's a washboard, and I don't even know what else they're playing, but I mean, it's pretty impressive. Honestly, that's pretty impressive. Yeah. That is pretty impressive. That is pretty impressive. Well, that is pretty impressive. Oh.
Yeah,
they've got, yeah, well, how do they know it? Do they take requests? Do they take requests? That's the next question. Yeah, what a great little experience. It's not the world's biggest city centre at all. So everything is reasonably easy to walk to, but it is, as I said, hypothermically cold. And this one does sound like it might have karaoke going on. I'm not staying for karaoke, but it is the North End Vaults, and it is a second craft union pub of the day. So the chances are it probably does have karaoke going on, isn't it? So yeah, there might be it might be a thing, it might be karaoke, I don't know. But yeah, second craft union pub of the day then is just down the road from where we've been, and it's the North End Vaults. He's a live singer, not a karaoke, but he's alright, yeah, he's knocking out the old Beatles classic. There are no wickets in it. A craft union that don't do WKDs. Two VKs for £6. It's a bit weird for a craft union, but that's what you got to offer him. Yeah, VKs, not wickets. It's pretty good. It's alright. Pretty small. There was so much carling going on in there, and I mean so much carling. Like, honestly, it's almost like give your head a wobble, like so much carling. Stop it, stop drinking carling. Let's eradicate that stuff from existence. But this one was well shouted out. Walk around a corner and it is the Turk's Head Inn. So again, yeah, real ale's £3.80 a pint. But yeah, I can see a carling tab. I can see a carling tab on it. But yeah, no, I'm looking. I'm liking the look of this one from the outside. So Turk's Head Inn is our next protocol. Yeah, this is a proper belting little, no frills. So it isn't. It's obviously older than that. So it's not a modern day micro pub style vibe. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a great little place. Again, it's a lovely lady running it. Great customer base. Lovely bunch of people. Some of the beers that they've obviously had on here over the years. Very impressive. So, a little bit of good stuff amongst the keg stuff, as well as, there's a load of good cider offerings out there, but some ales and things as well. So I really like it. I think this is an absolute belter of a little place. And we've also got a little bit of additional seating and stuff upstairs. It's cash only, it's proper old school, but yeah. More seating and toilets are upstairs, but yeah, honestly, it's a great little gaff. It's an absolutely lovely, friendly little place. And it's well and truly worth a look. Yeah, absolutely loved it. It's right on my street, and it's a few ales, just proper old school vibe. Lovely old bit. I said, but the old boy in there, he was telling us like tales of stuff that he's in his 70s without a shadow of a doubt. But what a lovely fella, lovely bunch of people in there, and just a good vibe. We're on the same road as where we were. We've walked, again, 20, 25, 30 yards. And it's the second spoons of the day. And much to Holly's annoyance, because it's my round again in here for the second time today. I've got the spoons round. It's the Wetherspoons in an old cinema building called the Regal. Yeah, spoons. No, it's the Spoons. Well, it might be a Lloyd's. But it's still quite clearly up there. It says Wetherspoons. So it is, and they're Wetherspoon. So it might be the disco-y type spoons. So probably a Lloyd's, not a spoons, but the beers are still going to be cheap, and it's my round. Two guest ales on again that I've never tried before, so I'm going with this, the Moose River. But yeah, it's a Lloydsy spoons. Lloydsy spoons, though. With the old disco vibe going. Carpet's alright again, to be fair. Carpet is alright, isn't it? So yeah, Lloydsy spoons. Right, so this is not one that was necessarily shouted out to us, so we didn't know anything about it. But I looked on Google at what was close pub-wise, and had to come round. And I saw this on Google Images and stuff, and I was like, we can't not go here. So this, in front of us, this is what's called Robert Raikes' house. So I don't know, without doing any research, who Robert Raikes was. So anyone that does know, please do let us know. But yeah, Robert Raikes' house is not a pub I felt that I could not come to in Gloucester. This one is a Sam Smith's, and obviously like we're not supposed to be filming this, so I'm gonna walk around like without anybody knowing, and just try and show you, because it is quite quiet at the moment. So we can probably get round and show you what it's like. Honestly, it's just as beautiful inside as it is out. As long as we're coy about it, I reckon we'll probably get away with it. Luckily, we're lucky. This is why I come in January sometimes to show. But don't hold the fact this is Sam Smith's against it, because the landlady is, who she's just served us, she's absolutely lovely. And again, that fight is absolutely mental. But just look at some of the buildings, look at some of the wood and stuff in here. Go that way, go that way, go that way. Let's right. Holly's going to open doors for me so I can try and get you in and show you. Wow, isn't it just incredible? Like some of the bits. So it's yeah, it's just gorgeous. So right, we're gonna try and sneak past here because I don't want to get anyone into trouble. We want to do what we do with that. So we're gonna walk. Yeah, there we go. Right, just step past. So this is the bar. Look. So I'm blocking it. Yeah, right there you go. That's the bar. But yeah, what an absolutely incredible looking building again. The one thing I'll say for Sam Smith's Humphrey and stuff is he has got some of the most amazing and exceptional looking buildings in the country, without a shadow of a doubt. And it's such a shame that they're underutilised and often not.
The beer garden out the window over
Yeah,
there.
not given the love that they should because of the technology ban or the rest of it. But yeah, a good beer garden and stuff out to the rear. But yeah, the landlady's lovely. I don't want to get her in trouble, so literally I'm sneaking around. I literally was going off to the toilet. But yeah, I mean, just look at it. It's pretty exceptional, and it's just beautiful through and through. What a great looking gaff again. So well, let's get through what we can. So noisy as you can hear. But this one is down an alleyway called the Cross Keys. And yeah, it's literally down the side alley. So only a minute away from where we were, but it's up next. Here's your beer, Lola. We're not finding out stuff, but yeah, 2 VKs again for £6. So I'm drinking them. Shit, Holly has got a plastic cup, but I'm drinking them. It's a lot of old school gaff with low ceilings and beams, stuff like that. What's the ring? Have a game of darts? Yeah, no ales on, stuff like that, but it is what I expect. Right, I will say the Cross Keys, it's a lovely old pub. It's absolutely not my vibe, not my cup of tea at this time of night, but it's absolutely packed out, so it's doing something right massively. But it's not necessarily my vibe for this time of night, but as a late night option, if you want to dance, you want a bit of like, it's actually a really good option to be fair. Walk through Gloucester city centre and you'll find a glass covered, I don't even know, well, yeah, it's not a well, but look at this. This is in Gloucester city centre. Again, that's pretty impressive, and that's kind of beautiful. So it says on it like, yeah, east gate of the city, but this is literally, so we're just literally what, 3 banks in a row, so we're walking on a high street, and yeah, that's in Gloucester city centre. Pretty beautiful, but we're running out of time to get to pubs. So as beautiful again as this is, we haven't got time to sit and ogle the beauty of it, but it is. That's a Gloucester. Wow, I think Gloucester's mentally good. So we've wandered down to this one. I don't want to miss, but I think we are quite late. It does look like it might still be open, but the Thirsty Pine Beer Cafe was one that I was desperately good to come because I love the look of what I saw online. So we are here at the Thirsty Pine Beer Cafe, and the door is open. So Holly has gone in. Yeah, I like the old stuff on the outside. Thirsty Pine Beer Cafe. I've been looking forward to this all night. Ask me why I was so excited to come in. Aside from the fact that they're playing The Gambler by Kenny Rogers, which might just be the greatest song ever written. Sorry, Johnny Cash, I love you, but yeah, might be the greatest song ever written. Ask me why I'm so excited to come here. Oh, I'll show you. Yeah, ask why I am so smitten by a place that has a bevy lineup that probably is the best beer lineup I've seen all day in this place. Anyway, so I've gone with half of. You know I love Vault City. Half of that, I've never tried that one. So half of that one I've gone with. And there are some absolutely amazing beers on in here. I also have gone with a half of, because I do love Thornbridge Brewery, as you know, as well. So I've gone for a half of the Regional Haze as well. But yeah, what a great looking place that is. So it's just a wicked looking gaff, isn't it? So this is the back part. I've played a bit of Beatles now as well. So Belgian beers and stuff as well are part of the makeup of this. And it's just cool. So come down here to the Belgian end of yes, here we are. We've been in the situation where we've been with Shoofs and Deliriums many times, and it hasn't always ended well on a night out. But yeah, this place is absolutely mega. there isn't a single thing about that I don't love. They've also got a big live music stage. It's a former nightclub. There's not a single thing about that I don't love. I fear, they've only been there 3 months as well, I fear that, I know it's dark as well, I fear that that is not sustainable for the size of the building they've got for what they're offering, but it's amazing. I loved every part of it. Wandering through the city centre now, so we're going to go for one more because the other one that we wanted to do was another craft beer, and it just sounds amazing. Everybody shout it out, but we're just wandering through the middle of the city centre, and then we come across this. So this is literally right, so a minute's away from where we've just been, but this is right in the city centre. Literally, just I don't even know if it's an old church or an old castle or what, but it's pretty beautiful. It's pretty beautiful.
I just nearly slipped over, so mind your footing.
Well, my footing's fine. You worry about your footing. But...
No, it's ice.
Oh, the ice, right? Yeah, but yeah, look at that. So, yeah, this is in the city centre of Gloucester. Wow. Right, we'll see you next pub. So, again, in the shadow of an absolutely beautiful church building, Cafe Rene. Again, apparently I'm really gonna like it. Full of craft beery stuff, and the late craft beer version of the night is here, and it's a pretty beautiful building. Cafe Rene, so yeah, it literally overlooked by that beauty. Cafe Rene here. So lads playing war games or whatever they're playing up the side, and we wander down here to a courtyard. Oh yeah, Cafe Rene then. This is going to be our final stop of the night before a kebab. But yeah, look, what a way to finish. It's got the craft beer, but it's got the party vibe and stuff going as well. My only gripe, plastic glasses. But we'll have a look at all the way. Harbour. Nice, good stuff as well. Good stuff. Good tap choices. Some good car scales on. Some good car choices. And a good vibe. So that was a first night out in Gloucester. Definitely got to come back. There's loads we haven't done. I haven't missed them, by the way, so any comments about you missed this, you missed that, we didn't, we've run out of time. So, we've got a kebab. We are coming back to the new inn. You know, the haunted one, the one that we talked about earlier. Can't wait to see what goes bumping tonight. Certainly won't be us, because we'll be asleep, but yeah. Thanks for watching, we love you. See you next week. Whew.